Jack Benny, Paulette Goddard. The Gulf Screen Guild Theater. Starring Paulette Goddard and Jack Benny in Paris by Proxy. And now here is your host, the director of the Star's own theater, Roger Pryor.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, the Gulf Oil Companies and your neighborhood good Gulf dealer bring you radio's #1 comedian, Jack Benny. And with him, one of moviedom's most glamorous stars, Paulette Goddard, in a hilarious comedy, Parent by Proxy. In just a moment, our play will begin. But meanwhile, we'd like to say...
Friends, these days, most of us feel that even a car that's apparently running in tip-top shape rates extra attention just to be sure that no little routine protection has been neglected. Well, when you get to wondering about that, why not take your car to a man whose business it is to know about such things? To your good Gulf dealer. He'll help you save your car with his Gulflex Car Saver Services that assures you of planned car-saving service by men who know how to do the job and who have the specialized equipment necessary. That way, you get a combination of a number of seasonal car saver services. Some of these car saver services are draining and flushing your crankcase and refilling with the proper seasonal Gulf motor oil, changing to summer gear lubricants, a complete Gulflex lubrication job, cleaning your air filter, cross-switching your tires, plus traditional Gulf courtesy services. So when you get your good Gulf dealer's car saver services, you're sure to get done many of those jobs which are vitally important and which are so easy to forget. Stop at your neighborhood good Gulf dealers tomorrow and start to care for your car for your country.
And now Oscar Bradley's music raises the curtain on Parent by Proxy, starring Jack Benny and Paulette Goddard. As our story opens, Jim Sloan, alias Jack Benny, who is a big splash in the American plumbing business, has just strolled into his office and taken his place at his desk.
Good morning, Miss Humphrey.
Good morning, Mr. Sloan. You're in early today.
Well, a businessman has to be on his toes, Miss Humphrey. I expect this to be a busy day. A very busy day. In fact, I hardly know what to do first. What time is it now?
12:30, sir.
Oh. Then in that case, open the files under L.
Under L?
Yes, my lunch is in there. And, by the way, is there a copy of the Morning Times around?
On your desk, Mr. Sloan.
Good. There's a little item I'd like to show you, Miss Humphrey. Your boss attended the charity ball last night.
No.
Oh, yes. Society is opening its doors to Jane Sloan. Even if I did make my money in plumbing fixtures. Here's the story right on the front page. I'll show you my name. Among those present were Biddle, Bowles, Carey, Fletcher, Morrow, Graves. Continued on page 12. Sharon, Burns, Riley, Jackson, Boulogne, Goldblatt. Continued on page 33. Can't seem to find the rest of the list.
Oh, there it is, Mr. Sloan. Next to the obituary column.
Oh, yes. I'm glad it wasn't under it. Larson, O'Neill, Hickey. Aha! Harry Baldwin, James Sloan, and Austin Peterson. Poor old Austin. Imagine being last on the list. I'll bet he feels like a nobody.
I'll bet he does.
It was really a gala evening, Miss Humphrey, and there I was in the middle of it, drinking and dancing. Of course, I would have looked better if I'd have had a partner. And, oh, yes, I took a chance on a raffle.
What kind of a raffle?
Oh, I don't know. I never win anyway. But Miss Palmer said it was a thing to do.
Miss Palmer, huh?
Oh, don't use that tone of voice, Miss Humphrey. Clara Palmer is a lovely girl. Of course, her hair is a little stringy. That's what gave me the idea for my new drizzle shower. Now, run along to our office and call the Edgemere Stables. I want to find out how much a ponopoli costs.
A what?
A ponopoli. I mean a polypono. A polo ponus. You know, one of those things you sit on when you play pono. I mean poli. A polo. I'd have been better off if I'd taken up badminton or tennis. Now, Now, call the stables. Clara told me if I want to become socially prominent, I should take up the game.
But, Mr. Sloan, you fall out of a swivel chair. How will you stay on a horse?
I'll hang a guitar around my neck, and he'll think I'm Gene Autry. I can go along with a quip. Now, get out.
Yes, sir. Oh, Jim, darling.
Oh, hello, Clara.
Jim, dear, I have the most fabulously wonderful news for you. You won the charity raffle.
I did? How much?
Oh, but the prize wasn't money.
Oh.
But, darling, it was something money can't even buy.
Razor blades?
Oh, no, silly. You won the privilege of adopting a refugee orphan.
I did? I did.
Yes. Now, the child's name is Marcel Bender. Isn't it too utterly thrilling?
Oh, it's the utterliest thing I've ever heard of. But look, I can't take an orphan.
Now, it arrives today, homeless and hungry. And if you don't take it, your social prestige may suffer.
It will, eh? Well, where's the kid from?
France? Oh, you do speak French, don't you?
Oh, not fluently. I know a couple of words.
Oh, good. Well, let me know what you decide, dear boy. Bonjour.
What was that?
I said bonjour.
Oh, French. Well, the two words I happen to know are oui. See you later. Marcel, huh? Cute name for a kid. See, no home, hungry, nobody to love him. Gee, I could be both a father and a mother to him. Then if he couldn't get along with his father, he could always come to the mother in me. It's a wonderful feeling at that, you know.
Oh, Mr. Sloan, you can get a polo pony for $3,000.
Poor little thing. I think I'll have him sleep in the same bed with me.
Sleep in the same bed with...
Probably hasn't had anything to eat for days.
Not even oats?
Oats? What he needs is hot soup and lollipops and a warm bunny suit to sleep in.
Bunny suit?
Miss Humphrey, will you do me a favor?
Oh, what is it, Mr. Sloan?
Will you pin those little three-cornered pants on him? Now, what else do I need? Oh, yes, I want to look at a crib, please.
Yes, sir, for a little boy.
What difference does it make? Do little girls sleep side saddle?
No, sir. Now, here's a very popular model. We call it our teepee tot beddy. Isn't it a tooty-wooty? Just the thing for a itty-kitty-witty.
Uh-huh. How much is it?
Only $18.50.
Oh. Anything off for Cashy-Washy?
No chisley-wizzly.
All right. I'll take it. Let's see. What have I bought so far?
A crib, a velocipede, alphabet blocks, Indian suit, an electric train, and a Buck Rogers disintegrator gun.
Well, I guess that's enough for my kid.
Oh, you must be a proud father. You know, I have 8 children of my own.
Hey, you don't sound like it. As many as that? Well, Oh, by the way, if I don't like my kid, will you take back these toys?
If you don't like your child?
Yes. If I don't like them, I'll send them back.
You can do that?
Why, certainly.
Why don't somebody tell me these things?
Mister, will you kindly get back in line? But look, I'm expecting a baby today. I mean, an orphan. He's arriving on this boat.
These other folks are here for the same purpose. Just wait until I call the name of your kid and then yell.
Oh, okay. Gee, I'm excited.
Louis Carbone, Pierre Renoir, Cecile Degas, Marcel Bender. Nice going, brother. All right, take your orphan.
But which one is it? I mean, which is Marcel Bender?
I am Marcel Bender.
Oh, my little baby. I mean, oh, baby. Look, there must be some mistake. You can't be Marcel. I really expected a baby.
But I am Marcel.
My goodness, how long did that trip take?
There's something wrong. You do not feel well?
Oh, no, I feel fine, just fine.
But, monsieur, you are trembling.
Well, it's just that I had a different picture of how you would look. The construction, you know. I thought you'd be a little younger.
But I am young. I'm only 19.
No, but I expected a little itty-kitty-witty. You're a beautiful, gorgeous young girl. They can't do that to me. Or can they?
Come on.
Oh, nothing. What about me, Marcel? Do I look the way you expected me to look?
Oh, no, monsieur. I thought you would be an old man with a beard.
An old man with a beard. Fooled you that time, huh?
Yes, you have no beard at all. Glad you like me. I was so afraid you would be ashamed of me in this poor little dress I wear.
The dress?
Yes, it is all I have and very small for me. Look, see how tight it fits me.
Uh-huh.
And the dress is very short, too, because I've worn it many years. See, it is above my knees.
Uh-huh.
But you're only looking at my feet.
Don't rush me.
Oh, no, monsieur. But if I am to leave at your home, I cannot call you monsieur. What shall I call you?
Well, let's see. Would you mind holding my pulse for a minute?
Like these?
That's right. Now call me Daddy.
Daddy?
What about the pulse?
Oh, she jumps up and down very fast.
She does. Well, then call me Uncle Jim.
Uncle Jim.
The pulse?
Oh, she jumps very quick.
She does, eh? And you better call me Mr. Sloan, I think, huh?
Mr. Sloan?
Yes, until we get home. Then I'll take a vitamin pill and you can try Daddy again. Let's go.
I beg pardon, Mr. Sloan.
What is it, Charles?
You're wanted on the telephone, Miss Clara Palmer.
Oh, Clara. Well. Hello? Oh, hello, Clara. Well, I've been busy the last 2 weeks. Tonight? Oh, I can't. Why, I'm taking Marcel to the matzo ball. You know, Herbert J. Matzo. What? I had a date to take you? Oh, I'm sorry, but I'll see you there anywhere. Anyway, I want you to meet Marcel. Goodbye, Clara.
Oh, Uncle Jim, are you busy?
No. Come in, Marcel.
Oh, Uncle Jim, I'm so happy here. Your house is lovely, and the big rooms and the beautiful paintings on the walls.
Well, I'm glad you're happy. Marcel, you know I'm in the plumbing picture business, don't you?
Yes, Uncle Jim, you told me.
Well, I have a big surprise for you. I sat up all night, all last night, designing a new bathtub just for you.
For me?
Uh-huh. It's going to be built in the shape of a kangaroo. And then when you take a bath, you fit in the pouch. Oh, it's a knockout.
Charming. Oh, Uncle Jim, you haven't said anything about my new dress.
Well.
Do you like it, or does it leave too much of me outside?
No. It's beautiful, Marcel.
Oh, how happy that makes me. I want so much to please you at the ball tonight. Oh, I bought some other things, too, Uncle Jean. The perfume I'm wearing, and these gloves, and a beautiful pair of garters. Would you like to see them?
Garters? No, Marcel. You mustn't bother.
Oh, but they are lovely. Please let me show you my garters.
No. You mustn't bother.
But there is no bother. They are in my room in a little package.
Oh. Then you certainly mustn't bother.
I found them in a little French lingerie shop, the Maison Claudette. And would you believe it, Madame Claudette is a fifth cousin by marriage of the nephew of the wife of my fourth cousin Anatole.
Well, one divorce in the family, you'll have to arrange that all over again. Come on, Marcel, we mustn't be late for the dance. Clara, this is my orphan, Marcel Bender. Marcel, this is Clara Palmer.
How do you do? Oh, I've been simply trying to meet you. How kind. Oh, you go on into the ballroom, Jim. I want to be alone with Marcel.
Are you unarmed?
You silly boy.
Well, I'll be back, Marcel.
Oh, my, Jim is so charming, isn't he? Such a gentleman. Yes, and he's been so good to me. He probably hasn't told you that this whole thing is a hideous mistake. I don't understand. Well, you know he wanted a little boy. You were quite a shock to him. Of course, he doesn't want to hurt you. Miss Farmer. Yes? Please, you have said enough. I understand now, and I will go away. Oh, are you going without saying goodbye to Jim? Yes, I will leave now.
Now, pull yourself together, Charles. I mean, what did she do? What did she say?
Well, she took her bag, sir, and said goodbye, sir. To be exact, sir, she said goodbye, Charles, sir.
Never mind, sir. I mean, never mind. This is terrible. I've got to find her.
I beg your pardon, sir, but are you in love with the young lady, sir?
In love?
Yes, sir.
Certainly not. I just happen to like Orphan. Gee, I read Orphan Annie all the time. Anyway, I'm a lot older than Marcel.
Very good, sir.
It is not. I can't understand it, Charles. I simply can't understand why she left. Gee, maybe she didn't like me. Oh, that's impossible. Isn't it, Charles? Isn't it, Charles?
Good night, sir.
You coward.
And so the curtain falls on the first act of our show tonight, Parent by Proxy. Following our usual intermission, we'll continue with the adventures of socialite Jim, alias Jack Benny Sloan. But right now, here's our own man about the microphone, Bud Easton. Fred? And now the second act of Parent by Proxy, starring Jack Benny and Paulette Goddard, and adapted for us by Keith Fowler, Frank Galen, and Sam Perrin, from an original by Charles B. N., Kasia Young, and John McClane.
I haven't got that many writers.
Now, it's the following evening, and Jim Sloan is returning from a fruitless all-day search for his ward Marcel.
Oh, good evening, sir. Any news, sir?
No, Charles. I spent the entire day walking the streets of New York, didn't even get a glimpse of her. Just think of it, Charles. A beautiful little French girl of 19, all alone in this big city. Who will look after her? I mean, who will try to be her friend?
I beg pardon, sir, but are you kidding, sir?
Look, Charles, I've got to find her. Now, let's see. Where would I go if I were a gorgeous young French girl? Where wouldn't I go?
Well, sir, you might be in one of the better cafes, the Stock Club or El Morocco.
No, they're too expensive for a young French girl like me. No, they're not either. The man who takes me would naturally pay the check. I keep forgetting I'm beautiful.
Yes, sir, it's quite easy, sir.
Oh, I don't know, with a close shave and the right sweater? No, but this isn't getting us anywhere. Where would I go if I were a French refugee in the... Wait, the Maison Claudette. It's a lingerie shop. I got to get right over there.
Oh, sir, aren't you taking this game about being a girl too seriously?
The lingerie isn't for me. I'm going to try and find Marcel in it. I mean, well, you know what I mean, Charles. Pardon me. Are you Madame Claudette?
Yes, monsieur. Can I help you?
I hope so. You see, I'm interested in a girl. And I thought...
I understand, monsieur.
Do you think you can help me?
I will try, monsieur. Now, if the young lady prefers panties of black lace, these are...
Panties? Huh?
Monsieur does not like them?
Oh, yes, of course. It was just the shock of seeing them.
What did you expect to see in a lingerie shop? Bicycles?
No, you don't understand. I came in here for something else entirely.
Indeed, monsieur. Unfortunately, I happen to be a very busy woman. Perhaps my clerk will be able to help you. I'll send her right out.
But, Madame Claudette, Say, these are kind of cute at that. Black lace. And so soft and fluffy. I wonder if... No, they probably only make them for women. Gee, black lace, Panties! I mean, Marcel!
Mr. Sloan, how did you know I was here?
Never mind that. Imagine going away without leaving a note. That isn't nice, you know. Why, once when I suddenly went away, I left a note for the milkman, and I don't even like him.
Oh, please, Mr. Sloan. Miss Palmer has explained everything to me. I cannot leave at her home anymore.
Miss Palmer, eh? So that's it. Look, Marcel, I want you to come back. Please, won't you come back?
Well, all right.
Come on, dear. Oh, by the way, Marcel, before we leave, what's the biggest size in those black lace... Oh, never mind. Hello, Charles. Look what I've got.
Why, you found her, sir. Welcome home, Miss Bender.
Thank you, Charles.
Oh, I beg pardon, sir, but the refugee committee is waiting to see you in the drawing room.
To see me? You wait right here, Marcel.
All right.
Good evening, gentlemen. Did you want to see me?
Yes, Mr. Sloan, we are from the Refugee Committee. It has come to our attention that you, a single man, have accepted as your ward a 19-year-old girl. We cannot permit it.
Now, wait a minute. I'm only one of thousands who offer a helping hand to refugees. Someone gets a freckle-faced boy, someone gets a pug-nosed kid, someone else gets a little girl in pigtails. Can I help it if I hit the jackpot?
I'm sorry, Mr. Sloan.
All right, give her to someone else. I only did what any generous man would have done. I pitied that poor homeless refugee. I felt sorry for her. I didn't feel that
I do not want you to pity me, Mr. Sloan.
Marcel, you shouldn't have listened. I didn't mean that...
I know what you meant. I want to go away again.
Look, was your mother frightened by a commutation ticket?
Miss Bender, we've arranged for you to be taken to another home, Mrs. Hortense Van Martin's.
Marcel, you don't want to stay with Mrs. Van Martin. She's an eccentric old... she's an old eccentric.
I will pack my things.
But Marcel... That's the thanks I get for being a nice guy. I wanted a boy in the first place. I'd have been better off that way.
We can still get you a boy.
Why these things happen to me, I don't know. All the trouble I went through with that girl.
We can still get you a boy.
Boy would have been much simpler, believe me.
We can still get you a boy.
Oh, stop mumbling. For heaven's sake. Hortense, Marcel will be here any minute. I came over to tell you I think the poor little thing will be better off in your care.
James, what do you mean, poor little thing?
Excuse me a moment. All right, boys, you can bring him in.
Where do you want the sandbox, Bud?
Anywhere will do. And put the kiddie car over there.
James, what is the meaning of this?
Marcel's toys. I thought you might as well have them.
Toys? I thought you was a grown girl.
Oh, she is, physically. I'll set up her choo-choo train before she gets here.
James, do you mean...
No. Don't forget, when she runs the train, you stand right here and go beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
Yes, you see, you're supposed to be a station wagon at the railroad crossing. It's not hard. As a matter of fact, in that dress, you look a little like a station wagon.
James, I thought she was a perfectly normal girl.
Well, she's practically normal, Hortense. Look, this is her little Indian suit. You see, sometimes she thinks she's Pocahontas.
Oh.
And if you want to keep her quiet, just give her a telephone directory. She loves to call all the John Smiths in it, you know?
I don't feel well, James. I need rest and quiet.
Oh, and here's her little bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow?
Oh, she's quite harmless, but don't ever eat an apple in front of her.
I think I'd better lie down. I'm ill.
Mrs. Van Martin, the young lady has arrived.
Oh, ask her to come in. You just run along, Hortense. I'll take care of everything.
Thank you, James. You're a very sympathetic boy, even if you are a plumber.
Oh, think nothing of it. All right, Hawkins.
Yes, sir. Right this way, miss.
Well, what are you doing here?
Oh, just making sure you'd be comfortable, Marcel. Mrs. Van Martin's upstairs whipping the maid. She'll be right down.
She's whipping the maid.
Oh, won't take a minute. Only 30 lashes.
What did the maid do?
She put noodles in the chicken soup.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
I know, but don't ever say that in front of Mrs. Van Martin. Why, she'd probably jump right off the shelf, you know?
What shelf?
The shelf she sits on when she thinks she's a teapot.
She sounds crazy.
Oh, she's not so bad now, Marcel. Why, when she cooks a roast beef, she doesn't even crawl into the oven to watch it anymore. You know?
I don't want to stay here. I wish I'd never come here, and I wish I'd never seen you.
But, Marcel...
Go away. You never wanted me, and now I am trying to forget your face.
You can't, Marcel. It's on half the bathtubs in this country.
Please go away. You only took me in out of pity.
No, I didn't.
I heard you say it yourself.
I only said that so these men wouldn't take you away. I didn't want you to go.
But I do not understand. What are you trying to tell me?
Look, Marcel, it's as simple as ABC on these blocks. I'll show you. We'll start with the letter I. Here's an I. No, it's a J. Well, here's an I. No, that's an L. Well, this must be an I. A K. Must be an easier way to do this.
Here's an I.
Oh, yes, thanks. I stands for I.
Yes.
Now, where's that L we just had? Oh, here. Do you know what the L stands for?
Love.
Look, I'm trying to be cute about this thing. Would you be so direct? Well, shall I go on?
No, you don't have to.
Good.
Jim, what are you doing?
Throwing away these blocks. From now on, we're going to play house.
Thanks to Jack Benny and Paulette Goddard for a swell show and a grand cause. And thanks to Oscar Bradley for his excellent score. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Star's own theater. And the money they would ordinarily receive, Gulf gives instead to the Motion Picture Relief Fund. So, Jack, thanks again to both you and Paulette Goddard. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to tell you about next week's show. Next week, your Gulf Screen Guild Theater presents 4 great stars: Greer Garson, Henry Fonda, Fred McMurray, and Virginia Weidler in the first radio presentation of one of the year's greatest box office smashes, The Philadelphia Story. Here's a show I know you won't want to miss, so note it on your calendar. Until next Sunday, then, this is Roger Pryor speaking for your neighborhood good golf dealer and saying, good night, everyone.
Americans, do you know how to spell freedom? Well, the quickest way is BONDS, United States Savings Bond. And the quickest way to preserve your freedom.
This is Red Skelton.
Lucille Ball.
George Tobias. The Gulf Screen Guild Theater. Presenting tonight Damon Runyon's comedy, Tight Shoes. And here is your host, the director of the Star's own theater, Roger Pryor.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, the Gulf Oil Companies and your neighborhood good Gulf dealer bring to the Gulf Screen Guild Theater radio's newest comedy sensation, Red Skelton. And starring with him, Lucille Ball and George Tobias in Universal Pictures' slap-happy comedy, Tight Shoes. We've less than a minute before our Gulf curtain rises, so we'd like to take that brief moment to tell you about a neighbor of yours. All right, Bud Easton?
You know, folks, no one better realizes how much proper car service at the proper time means to you than the man I'm speaking for now. The good Gulf dealer right in your own neighborhood. In his business, he sees what happens to cars whose owners put off having them serviced. He knows what makes them start wasting oil and gas. Knows why cars wear out too quickly. Most important to you, the Gulf man knows how to prevent much excessive and premature wear with his car saver services. When he flushes out the dirty, worn oil from your crankcase and refills it, when he replaces your gear lubricants, when he gives your car a Gulflex registered lubrication job, his training and his knowledge pay you dividends in longer car life. And, of course, you can rely on the famous Gulf products he sells, each designed to help keep your car running better longer. So tomorrow, remember, stop at the sign of the Gulf Orange Disc. Ask your neighbor, the Gulf man, about his car saver services. Remember, to care for your car, for your country.
And now the curtain's about to go up on our saga of a pair of tight shoes. Our stars, Red Skelton playing Swifty Miller, Lucille Ball as Sybil, and George Tobias as Blooch. We're all ready. So, Oscar Bradley, will you start the ball rolling with some suitable music? Somewhere in America, there's the sound of marching feet.
Company! Halt! All right, men. 30 minutes rest period. Make the most of it.
Oh, killing me. Oh, my feet. Oh, I can't stand it. Show me a bayonet and I'll fall on it.
What's the matter? We've come just as far as you have.
Oh, my feet, they're murdering me. I feel like I'm walking on hot coals. These shoes, the right size is too small.
Hey, did I hear you say tight shoes?
Yeah, you sure did, brother.
Well, take my word for it and get rid of them, chum. Do it now and don't hesitate.
And march the rest of the way on my knees, I suppose.
Regardless, do it now. Take it from a man who lost everything because of a pair of tight shoes.
How come?
Well, I tell you this is an illustration of why you should burn those shoes before another minute goes by. But before I do, give me a cigarette, will you, soldier?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Now, at one time, I'm a prosperous, respected citizen who's the biggest gambler in town. Now, on this particular day I'm mentioning, I'm in my warehouse looking over a new shipment of slot machines. 2 lemons and an egg.
Boss, why do you play them machines? You know they're crooked.
Quiet, Blooch. Yeah, 2 eggs and a lemon. Well, I'll try one more. That does it. Hand me that axe.
What'd you get that time, boss?
2 eggs and a jap. Hey, don't these things ever pay off?
You know they don't, boss. That's how we make our living.
Yeah, we'll fix up one that does pay off. I gotta have some fun out of life.
But gee, boss, they're your machines. All you get back is your own money.
Can't you leave no illusions, Butch?
Okay, boss, okay. We'll fix it up. Relax. We better get started for the races.
Yeah, all right. Hey, but there's one thing we gotta do before we go to the races.
What's that?
We gotta buy a shoe store.
A shoe store?
Yeah. I gotta get a shoe store. I got it all figured out. Now, the district attorney's making things hot. All the gambling dives are closed. Am I right?
You're always right, boss.
There's only one ward we can still operate in.
Councilman Honest John Beebe.
You beat me to it. Correct. Now, Honest John is still friendly because Honest John likes the 1,000 fish I give him every month. So with things being in that condition, what we got to do is concentrate on Honest John's ward.
Boss, you're a wonder. Say, boss.
Yeah?
Why do they call him Honest John?
Because he only steals retreads.
Oh.
Yeah, well, now, like I'm saying, we open up the new place tonight. I already got it picked out. In the front, we sell shoes, and in the back, we sell game of chance.
We better get started.
Yeah, wait a minute. I'm gonna try this once more. More lemons. I ain't going to no race. My luck's no good today.
Look, boss, I fixed those machines myself. It's not got nothing to do with luck.
Sometimes they gotta pay off.
Not these machines. Nobody can win. Look, boss, I'll put in a quarter myself. Now watch.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd that happen?
Yeah.
I guess I have to give that left screw a couple of more times.
Yeah, I guess you better. You reach for that jackpot and your hand will never make a return trip. Now get out of here.
You're giving me $10,000 for my shoe store.
Yeah, that's right. I give you this $10,000 bill.
A $10,000 bill?
Yeah.
I didn't know the government was printing them.
You mean they're printing them too? Well, now here's the cash. You just say the word and I'll dump it in your lap.
What will happen if I want to sell?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
I'll sell.
Yeah, fine. Now, you understand you keep on working for me. I'll pay you $50 a week.
Only $50?
Yeah, I'll give you $50 and all the shoes you can eat.
Well, boss, now we own a shoe store.
Yeah, you know, and speaking of shoes, I could do me with a new pair. Hey, a meal fly. Get somebody to sell me some shoes.
I'll get our best salesman, Jimmy.
Yeah.
He's a college man. Jimmy.
Yes, Mr. Malfi.
Show this gentleman the best shoes in the house. It's the new boss.
Yes, sir. Sit right down here, sir.
Okay.
Hey, boss, We better get started. Sybil will tear your heart out if we keep her waiting any longer.
I said I gotta buy shoes. Now, shut up.
Size 10.5.
Okay. What's that?
Oh, I said size 10.5, sir. That's what your feet measure.
Is this guy trying to insult me? I never wore over a 9 in my life. I got a dainty feet.
Well, you measure 10.5, sir.
I don't care. I want size 9s.
They won't fit you.
Oh, yes, they will. Just fold my toes under.
But I just measured, sir, and...
Get me some size 9s, Bob.
Yes, sir.
My father had big feet once.
Yeah, what size did your father take?
I don't know. I don't remember. They just skinned a cow and put some buttons on it.
Take it easy there.
Oh,
Quit shoving, will you?
Just a little more, and we'll have this shoe on, sir.
Hey, did you ever sell girdles?
We nearly got it on.
Yeah.
You'd better tuck the ankle in a little more neat.
There we are, sir.
Yeah.
As snug a pair of shoes as I've ever fitted.
Yeah.
Aren't they nice looking?
I could answer that, but it would only lead to bloodshed. It took you long enough. Come on, Butch. Let's get to the races.
We gotta pick up Sybil.
You know, I don't like that clerk. He looks to me like he belongs to a bad element.
He's a college man.
A college man?
Yeah.
That does it. I'll never buy another magazine as long as I live. I'm sorry I was late, Sybil, but my feet are killing me.
It'll be worse than that killing you if I miss the first race.
Oh, now, don't talk like that, Sweet Pea. Guess what I got for you today? I went down and got you.
Not a nasty old diamond bracelet.
Yeah. But, of course, you won't be able to wear it in public for a while.
Why not?
Well, I got it out of a hot iron claw machine.
Oh, Swifty, sometimes you make me wonder what I see in you.
Yeah, I wonder myself. Maybe it's my clothes. For instance, how you like my victory suit, huh? How do you like it?
What victory was it, Bull Run?
Oh, Sweet Pea, you know I'm crazy about you. I'd do anything for you.
Anything?
Sure, just say the word and I'll tear up my autographed picture of Roger Pryor.
Oh, I don't know. Here I am, the biggest star on Broadway, and I run around with a slug like you.
Oh, I'm off my onion for you, Sweet Pea. Or maybe it's only gas pushing up around me heart.
Don't kid me. It's just my shape.
Nah, don't you kid me. Shape ain't everything in life. My mama done told me.
Hey, Swifty, you better drive slower. We don't want to have any trouble with the cops.
No, I think they're still sore at me for throwing that body in that vacant lot.
Well, they're right. You shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I shouldn't have, I know. But it was dark. I didn't see that no dumping sign.
The trouble with me is I can't forget I used to be in burlesque. Yeah. I got used to guys like you, and I can't get over it. Give me a kiss, Swifty.
Now, let's stop and get a hamburger.
No. Come on, give me a kiss.
All right. Well?
Let's stop and get a hamburger.
Baby Mine first, Happy Harper second, and Roadrunner third.
That makes 6 losers in a row, boss.
I thought you said even the horses were betting on your last one, Swifty.
All right. So I'm not lucky. Oh, boy, my feet are murdering me. Well, wait till the next race. That's where we make our killing.
Do tell.
Yeah, I got it all fixed. We go the whole way on Palomar. Now get down there and put up our bet, Butch. He's number...
What's the matter?
Number 7. Look at the name of number 7.
Let's see. Feet first.
What a hunch. I've been waiting for a break like this for years.
You're not going to switch.
What's been killing me all afternoon? What's been talking to me? The feet. That's it. Feet first.
But, boss, you already spent $10,000 to fix the race so that Palomar wins.
But look at the odds on feet first. 90-1.
But he can't win, boss. I fixed it already. With your dough, I fixed it.
This is bigger than a fixed race. This is the hunch of a century. Just think of what I can do with all that dough. I can buy myself a little vine-covered saloon on Main Street and settle down. Come on, Butch. Put every cent on feet first. It's a hunch from heaven.
But, boss...
Come on, get going, will you? I can't be wrong this time. Borrow all the Mazuma you can. Put every nickel on them. Hey, make a tour of the phone booth. See what you can get on Sybil's jewelry there. See what you can get on Sybil. Now hurry up, get going.
The results of the seventh race. Palomar first, Laughing Water second, and Grover third. Pete first, the horse that collapsed at the first turn had to be destroyed because of old age.
Yeah, just wait till I get my hands on that shoe salesman. I'll pull his tongues out.
We couldn't win, boss. But you had it fixed.
If I hear another word out of you, I'll take you for a ride. In your car, of course.
Okay, boss, okay.
Wait till I get my hands on that guy.
Listen, never mind about that. What about my jewelry?
I
can't
sorry.
go around on my bare wrists.
I know, but, kid, you lost everything on the seventh race.
I did, huh?
Yeah, I'm awful. Now, don't look at me like that, Sybil. Sybil! No, not your feet, Sybil! Oh, you broke my little toe, you...
So, things being the way they are, Sonny, I'd pull out and sell my shoes someplace else for a while if I was you.
But this is silly. He asked for that size. I tried to tell him they were too small. What happened?
Well, I'll give it to you fast. He bet $50,000 on an egg called Feet First to come in head first, but it was dead first and carried out feet first.
But I can't run away.
Oh, don't run. Catch a train. Fly.
Absolutely not. It's time someone showed the gangster element that decent citizens have some rights.
Okay, you show him. You'll be the best liked stiff in the morgue.
It was very sweet of you to warn me.
Well, I don't have any reason to want to see you dead. You're kind of cute.
I am?
My, where'd you get those nice wide shoulders?
I am?
Before we get into a rut, why don't you take me to dinner?
I am.
Quite an idea, Swifty. Running a gambling joint behind a shoe store.
Hey, Swippy, Morgan over there wants 500 on the cuff. What'll I do?
See how far you can throw him.
Okay. Say, I thought Blooch was going to be here to help with the blackjack game.
No, he's over to a political rally with Councilman Beebe. I sent him over to look the crowd over and a few pockets.
Is Blooch a pickpocket?
Yeah, he couldn't make enough money just being a peeping Tom.
Boss! Hey, boss!
Yeah?
Hey, boss, get out of here, boss.
Blooch, what's the matter?
Disaster's broken loose, boss. There's a mob coming for you. That shoe sales.
Well, what happened?
Well, Honest John is standing up there giving the crowd the corn about good government when up jumps this shoe salesman.
Yeah.
He says that Honest John is a crook watching cahoots with hoodlums like you. Hoodlums like you? What do you know about that?
Oh, hoodlum? How do you like that? I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I think he called you that, too. Listen, boss, the mob is here.
Hey, take it easy there. Don't knock that door.
Hey, you see, boss? You see what I tell you? Honest John tells you he has the cleanest district in town. Well, just take a look around.
Wait till I get my hands on that college guy. Let me through there, bub. Just one poke, that's all I ask.
And here's the biggest rat of them all, folks. Here's the man who corrupts your city officials, Swifty Miller.
Well, brother, you asked for it. You wrecked my joint, you fool around with my girl, and now you're going to get it. Come on, put up your mitts. Come on, put up your mitts. Well, why didn't somebody tell me to put up my mitts?
And so the Gulf Theater curtain falls on the first act of Tight Shoes. In just a moment, we'll find out whether or not Swifty Miller ever got up from the floor. Meanwhile, let's find out what Mr. Heaston has on his mind.
Friends, next time you stop at your good Gulf dealers, have him fill your crankcase with Gulf Pride, the improved motor oil so long known as the world's finest. And once you've tried Gulf Pride, we sincerely believe you'll continue to use it, no matter how much or how little you've been accustomed to paying for oil. You see, Gulf Pride now has an extraordinary resistance to the destructive effect of high-running temperatures developed by modern engines. It fights the formation of corrosive acids and effectively combats the oxidation which causes lesser oils to break down so quickly. And Gulf Pride is highly resistant to the formation of hard carbon deposits and engine varnish. Designed to meet the exacting requirements of the latest motors, Gulf Pride assures thorough protection to any motor. So to give your motor really top-flight protection, stop at your good Gulf dealers and fill up with Gulf Pride motor oil. And when you drive, don't forget that gas and oil are ammunition. Use them wisely. And now the second act of Damon Runyon's story, Tight Shoes. Adapted for the Gulf Screen Guild Theater by William Bowers with comedy sequences by Jack Douglas and Sam Perrin. Our stars, Red Skelton, Lucille Ball, and George Tobias. Somewhere in America, a group of soldiers resting by the side of a dusty road. Swifty Miller's relating the history of a pair of tight shoes.
So there I am with the work of 10 years crashing over my ears. This mob wrecks my joint, the shoe salesman wrecks my jaw.
What happened after that?
Well, this shoe salesman becomes somewhat of a public figure. I'm startled out of my wits one day when I wake up to find that he's running for city council against my good friend and candidate, Honest John Beebe. But the biggest shock comes a couple of weeks later when I decide to attend one of this guy's political rallies to see what he's got on the board.
I don't see what we're doing here, boss. He ain't got a chance to corner the longshoreman's vote. Think of all the free beer we give them at Honest John's rally.
Yeah, maybe he's got something to give him, too. That's what we're here to find out. Now, shut up. I think they're going to start now.
Quiet, please. Quiet, please. Now, before we actually begin tonight, we're going to have a little bit of entertainment. You fellows all remember Sybil Anderson. Well, you all remember that before Sybil became the brightest star on Broadway, she used to perform a little specialty dance down here at the Bijou Burlesque. Well, Sybil is going to perform her specialty dance for us again tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of good government, I give you Miss Sybil Anderson.
I can't believe it. That's Sybil. To think she'd do this to me. It's a fine thing to do in the interest of good government. I can't stand to watch blood. Come on, we're leaving.
Wait a minute, boss. I haven't seen Sybil do that specialty since she started that riot in Flatbush.
Yeah, I think I'll go out and commit suicide.
You can't commit suicide, boss.
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't be fair to my victory garden. Hey, what do you suppose she's doing in there?
Are you kidding, boss?
I can't stand it. Take a look through the door and see what's happening, will you?
My, oh, my, oh, my.
What is it?
She's got a sign on, boss. Vote for Jimmy Finley, the longshoreman's friend.
How do you like that?
She's wearing another sign on the back of her dress.
Yeah, what does that say?
It says, "Goodbye, Mama, I'm off to Yokohama." Oh, boy!
Yeah, what's she doing? What's she doing, huh?
What's she doing?
I don't know. All I can tell you, boss, is that I think she just won the election.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you the latest election returns. With the incomplete reports from 28 states in, Roosevelt is leading Wilkie by...
Yeah, we know that. How's BB doing?
Oh. In the local elections, the hottest contest is between incumbent John Beebe and the reform candidate James Finley. Half an hour ago, John Beebe conceded defeat.
Shut that off, will you? How do you like that? So dear John finally gave up.
It's no use, boss. We all knew he was sunk the minute Sybil started taking things off.
How could Sybil do this to me?
Well, what are we going to do now, boss? You lost all our money.
Yeah, I know.
We're flat.
Yeah. I'll think of something, though. Hey, wait a minute. We still got a business.
But with Honest John out, they'll toss a net over us.
I ain't talking about the racket. Have you forgotten? We still own a shoe store.
I said I wanted an open-toed sandal.
But believe me, madam, these high-button shoes is the latest rage. Look, real pearl buttons.
Sure, madam, them is real quality.
Yeah.
I want open-toed sandals.
Well, we don't carry them. You know, there are so few people with open toes.
Will you please give me what I want?
Yeah.
Maybe you better give them to her, boss.
She'll take what she gets and like it.
I want a pair of open-toed sandals.
Open-toed sandals. What are you, a fresh air fiend or something?
I want open.
Listen, you take these high-button shoes or I'll cram them down your throat.
Well, really?
I don't think you used the right approach, boss.
How can I keep my mind on my work when I read in the paper that Sybil's going to marry that guy?
The fact, it ain't very loyal of a boss. After all the things he done to you. What are you doing, boss?
I'll fix that guy. I'll fix him just like he fixed me.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to send him a wedding present with the compliments of my shoe store. Hey, Butch, you run out and find out what size shoes the new councilman wears.
How am I going to do that?
I don't care how you do it, but do it. Hey, wait a minute. Go break in his house. Steal every pair of shoes the guy owns.
But, boss, that's dishonest. Anyway, what good'll that do?
Plenty. I'm going to send him a pair of shoes that's so tight he'll have to unlace them to swallow.
Well, there's no use being so crabby about everything.
Who's crabby? I tell you, my feet are killing me, that's all.
Well, take off your shoes, sonny boy.
Oh, that's a great idea, that is. Ouch! And don't call me sonny boy. It isn't fitting for a man in my position.
If that's all I ever call you, brother, you'll have cause to be thankful.
Well, I suppose that's your burlesque background seeping through again?
You didn't seem to mind my burlesque background when you needed the longshoreman's vote.
Oh, so now I owe my entire career to you. Listen, I started out on my own hook.
You mean on my unhook? Take it from me, Sad Eyes. Those longshoremen weren't voting for that crazy speech you gave.
Oh, and what were they voting for, may I ask?
Well, if you don't already know, I won't disillusion you by telling you.
Here's the theater, Miss Anderson.
Thank you, Chuck. Are you coming, Grandma? Or are you going home and soak your feet?
Well, I said I'd see your show, and I will.
Oh, you're too good to me, Santa Claus.
Now, see here, Sybil.
Hey, hello. Hey, how you, Sybil? I thought I'd just stop by and wish you good luck tonight.
Swifty, you old so-and-so. How you been doing?
Oh, fine. I finally sold those high-button shoes.
Look, Sybil, I can't afford to be seen with these shady friends of yours.
Okay, put on a disguise.
Well, Sybil, you're not back in burlesque, you know. You've got to start acting and thinking like a lady.
Oh, come now, Emily. Besides, you can't talk to Sybil like that and get away with it.
You keep out of this if you know what's good for you.
Now, look, Brain Trust.
Are you going to get out of here, or do I have to call an officer?
Call Errol Flynn. Call Flash Gordon, for all I care.
Why, you two-bit racketeer, it burns me up the way you get away with murder.
Oh, so it burns you up, does it? Okay, brother, you ask for it. Well, are you cooled off?
No, I'm not.
Well, then I'll lie here until you are.
Swifty Miller, this court finds you guilty of disturbing the peace and of willful assault on a public official.
Just a minute, Your Honor.
Order in the court. Swifty Miller, you seem to be quite fond of fighting, and our country is in need of fighting men at this time. I will suspend your sentence if you'll offer your services to some branch of the armed forces of our country.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll wait for you, Swifty.
Yeah, how about that guy? I mean, that councilman, I mean.
Oh, he's not for me, Swifty.
Yeah.
I was brought up with lugs like you, and that's the kind I belong with.
You lug? Me, what used to be the biggest racketeer in town?
Shut up, you lug.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask you two to show a little more respect for this court. What you're doing now might better be done in some more secluded place.
And that's how a pair of tight shoes got me into this man's army. Yep,
All right, men, on your feet. We got 10 miles to march yet today.
She must have been a pretty swell dame, Swifty.
Oh, she was one of the best.
All in, men.
Whatever happened to the shoe salesman?
You mean the councilman?
Yeah.
You see that guy giving out the orders?
Oh, the captain?
Yeah. Wouldn't you know he had a reserve commission from college? Wouldn't you know it?
What about the dame? Where's she now?
Oh, she always had a spot in her heart for lugs.
She's still waiting, huh?
No, she and Butch got married. Already they got a couple of little rackets.
Oh, so she got married and you joined the army.
Yep, she did it. Now the Japs is going to get a whipping.
Thank you, Red Skelton, Lucille Ball, and George Tobias for 30 minutes of slap-happy fun. And thanks, Oscar Bradley, for a fine score. You know, ladies and gentlemen, the money these stars would ordinarily receive, the Gulf Oil Company donates instead to the Motion Picture Relief Fund. The fund uses this money to help the less fortunate members of the picture industry. And now, ladies and gentlemen, next week's show.
Betty Davis.
Conrad Veidt, Warren William, and Osa Masson.
In Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's smash success, A Woman's Face.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, next week on your Gulf Screen Guild Theater, we present a superb cast in the story of a woman who committed murder to save a life. You won't want to miss Betty Davis, Osa Masson, Warren William, and Conrad Veidt in A Woman's Face. And so until next Sunday at the same time, this is Roger Pryor saying good night, everyone.
Today, any American in any part of the nation can strike against the enemy thousands of miles away. You can do it by buying the United States savings bonds and stamps that provide the tanks, planes, ships, and guns our fighting men must have. So with every cent and dollar you can spare, buy United States savings bonds and stamps. Red Skelton can soon be seen in Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's Ship Ahoy, Lucille Ball in RKO's Little Pinks, and George Tobias in Juke Girl, a Warner Brothers picture. Don't forget to tune in next week when we present Betty Davis, Conrad Veidt, Warren William, and Osa Masson in A Woman's Face. Bud Easton speaking. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
A Woman's Face, starring Betty Davis, Conrad Veidt, Osa Masson, and Warren William.
The Gulf Screen Guild Theater. And now, here is your host, the director of the Star's own theater, Roger Pryor.
Good evening, everyone. The Gulf Oil Companies and your neighborhood good Gulf dealer welcome you to the Gulf Screen Guild Theater. Tonight, we're bringing you a most unusual story. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's brilliant success, A Woman's Face. Our stars, Betty Davis, Osa Masson, Conrad Veidt, and Warren William. Now, in just a minute, Oscar Bradley's music will signal the beginning of our play. Meanwhile, a man in your own neighborhood, right in your own home community, offers this helpful suggestion.
Your good Gulf dealer suggests that you drop by tomorrow and let him help you make your car last longer. He can do it through his economical car saver services. He can help prevent excessive engine wear by flushing the dirty, worn oil from your crankcase and refilling it with the proper seasonal grade of oil. He can replace gear lubricants with fresh, new lubricants. He can give your chassis and body the thorough protection of a Gulflex registered lubrication job. Yes, you can rely on your Gulf dealer's experience and upon his interest in helping keep a neighbor's car rolling. You can depend on the fine Gulf products he sells. So stop tomorrow at the good Gulf dealers in your own neighborhood. Care for your car, for your country.
And now, A Woman's Face, starring Betty Davis as Anna Holm, Osa Masson as Very Sigurd, Conrad Veidt as Torsten Baring, and Warren William as Dr. Gustav Sigurd. The scene is a crowded courtroom in Scandinavia. All eyes are fastened on the defendant, a strikingly beautiful woman. The charge is murder. The magistrate summons the prisoner to stand before the bar of justice.
prisoner now give her testimony? You may tell your story, Anna Holm.
I was born in the north. We were very poor. My mother died when I was 3, so my recollections of her are very dim. I remember my father better. He drank a great deal. One night when I was 5, he was too drunk to know that he had set fire to the curtains in my room. When I recovered consciousness, I was in a hospital. I heard a voice cold and terrifying.
Nothing more can be done. The child's face will be hideously scarred all her life. How much better it would be if she had died.
Yes, it would have been better if I had died that night. For always after that, I had to live with my horrible, grotesque face. Well, the years passed, and the time came when I must support myself. I applied everywhere.
Miss Holmes, I don't know why you'd even think we'd give you a job here. Your face. Well, it must be obvious that your appearance would distress our customers. You are one of the unemployables, Miss Holmes. And the sooner you resign yourself, the better.
On my 20th birthday, I came to a decision. The world was against me. I would be against the world. I took a small legacy just left me by my uncle and came here. Opened a small roadhouse on the edge of town. The roadhouse was merely a blind, of course. My real business was blackmail. Yes, pretty little wives are silly little fools. They even sold their jewels to pay me for their indiscretions. After a while, I had enough money to buy anything I wanted, anything except love. And knowing that no man would ever look at me with any feeling stronger than pity, I hated men. Then I met Torsten Baring. He had been entertaining a small party of guests at my roadhouse. There was some trouble about the check, and I was summoned to my office.
How do you do? You are the proprietor?
Yes,
I'm Torsten Baring.
I have heard the name. It is a most notorious one.
Oh, I too have heard of Anna Holm, but no matter. Your manager tells me that my name does not entitle me to credit here.
I am not operating this place for the benefit of names, even the name of Baring.
Why do you hold your hand to your face?
That has nothing to do with the business of the moment.
You have something in your eye, perhaps. Come here, under the light, and let me look.
No.
But I insist.
Please, there is nothing.
There, now take your hand away. Come, let me see.
Very well, Mr. Baring, since you insist. And since I have heard you are a great connoisseur of beauty, look at my face. Take a good look.
Thank you. Now hold very still, Miss Holmes.
Now you know why I cover my face.
Oh, yes, even the smallest particle of dust in one's eye can be very painful.
You are laughing at me.
I'll have it out in just a moment. This is a trick I learned from a friend of mine. She, too, has beautiful eyes.
Beautiful.
There we are. Does it feel better?
Stop pretending. You know there was nothing in my eye. I hate pity.
You're proud and beautiful, Anna Holm. And perhaps the answer of some kindly deity to my prayer. Yes, together we might accomplish great things. There I hope that we may be friends, perhaps more than friends, if you will accept my sincere admiration. Oh, how nice. Do come in.
Mr. Baring, no one saw me come here.
That's a pity. It would have added to my reputation.
As what?
As a most fortunate man. Please, your coat.
I'll keep it on if you don't mind.
But I do mind. Last night you were the proprietor. Tonight you are a guest. And we Barings have a reputation for chivalry toward our guests. Do sit down.
Thank you. Now, what sort of dirty work do you want me to do for you?
But, my dear Miss Holm.
You sent me your invitation this morning for only one purpose. I see no reason for pretending any other.
Might we not argue about that? Perhaps over a glass of liqueur?
No, I don't drink anymore. It's too dangerous in my vocation.
Tell me, have you ever read this book? The love letters of Chopin and George Sand?
Yes. I've read every love letter that was ever published. And that's what I think of love letters.
I like you, Anna Holm.
Do you?
Yes. Because we are kindred souls. Two proud, yet wretched people. By the way, Anna, if you are interested in love letters, you might be interested in these. They were written by a Mrs. Seagert. I think she would give a great deal to have them back. Might I suggest you call on Mrs. Seagert tonight?
Silence. Silence in the court. All right, Mr. Prosecutor.
Miss Holm, isn't it true that you were madly, insanely infatuated with Torsten Baring?
I loved him.
You loved him because he was the first man who ever told you that you were beautiful, even though you knew he was lying.
Yes. Yes, but don't you understand?
Just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor. Now, let's get on with the trial, Miss Holm. When was it you made the acquaintance of Dr. Gustav Sigurd?
It was that night after my meeting with Mr. Baring. I took the letters written by Vera Sigurd.
And you went to the doctor's house to return them?
Yes. I had decided that a suitable reward for their return would be 10,000 kroner. You see, they were quite incriminating. Mrs. Sigurd received me in the drawing room.
But I haven't that much money, Miss Holm. I couldn't possibly give you 10,000 kroner.
You have jewelry worth much more, Mrs. Sigurd.
You wouldn't take my jewelry. It's from my husband, whom I love more than anything in the world.
That is not the way you described him in these letters to another man.
Give me those letters.
I don't believe I would try to snatch them if I were you. Such silly letters. What do you know about love in that miserable soul of yours? Can you imagine loving a man so completely that you surrender everything you have just to be near him, just to have him near you? That is love as I know it.
Love as you know it. How could anyone ever love you? You are ugly, horrible, loathsome. Ah!
Get me your jewels. Hurry up. I've wasted quite enough time. Where are you? Listen.
Vera, darling, I'm back.
Who is that?
My husband. Quick, please. He mustn't find you here. Hide in the reception room.
All right, but don't you try any tricks.
I won't. I promise you I won't. Hurry. Close the door. He's coming.
See that you don't forget.
Where are you, Vera?
In here, Gustav.
Oh. Well, I got back from the hospital much sooner than I expected. A very interesting case, but really quite simple when I got to the operation.
Oh, you must be very tired.
No, not really.
Oh, why don't you go up to bed? And I'll bring you up some hot chocolate.
Nonsense. In the first place, I'm not sleepy, and in the second place... Listen, what's that?
What was what, Gustav?
That noise.
I didn't hear anything.
Then you're deaf as a post. It was in there, in the reception room. Let's have a look.
Oh, no, Gustav. Oh, don't go in there. It might be thieves.
Who's in there? Speak up.
Gustav, please.
Where's that light switch? There we are. Well, we do have a visitor. A lady snake thief who's had the misfortune to knock over that pedestal in the dark. I advise you not to move, miss.
I can't move, Dr. Sigurd. If that's any comfort to you. I twisted my ankle as I fell.
Call the police, Vera.
The police?
Yes, the police.
Oh, but darling, she seems so miserable. And we are so happy, you and I. Why couldn't we let her go?
Really, dear, you do get sentimental at times.
I know it, darling, but maybe it's just because next week is our anniversary. Please, for me, why don't you bandage her ankle and send her away?
Well, I'll see. You get the bandages, and I'll think it over.
Oh, thank you, Gustav. I'll get them right away.
Now, Miss Sneak Thief, let's turn on this lamp and have a look at that ankle. Hello, what's this?
Take that light off my face.
When did that happen?
Mind your own business.
My dear young woman, didn't you know that is my business? I'm a plastic surgeon.
Keep your hands away from my face.
You know, it would be a shame to send a scar like that to jail. This happened when you were a child, I imagine. A rather beautiful child. Oh, such a pity.
You're breaking my heart.
You're not nearly as tough as you make out. Here, I want to show you something. Take a look at this book of photographs. It's full of interesting people. This one. How do you like it?
Or
Not very pretty, is he? The scars are as deep as yours. Quite hopeless, wouldn't you say? Now turn the next page. The next picture. Turn it. There. What do you think of him?
Why, he's very handsome.
The very same man, but completely restored. I performed that little miracle last March. I could perform another one on you.
You couldn't, Doctor.
No?
Not my face.
No? What's your name?
Anna Holm.
All right, Miss Holm. I'm going to let you choose your own punishment and possible regeneration.
What do you mean?
The choice is yours. Will you go to jail and sit behind bars and think about your sins? Or will you go to my hospital and my operating table to be released half a year hence, inwardly the same, but outwardly completely transformed?
You don't mean I might be beautiful.
I warn you, it'll mean pain, agony, weeks and months of it.
Months are nothing. I've endured pain and agony for years. Why do you want me to do this?
Why? Because I'm obsessed by a great and consuming curiosity, Miss Holm. I want to make an experiment. You are quite obviously a wicked woman. I want to find out if that wickedness is in your face or in your soul. I want to see if my knife will create a beautiful woman with a human heart or a lovely Frankenstein. Come. What do you say? I warn you, if the operation isn't a success, you may be worse off.
Worse off than what? There are no shadings of misery when a woman has a face as revolting as mine. You give me my choice, Dr. Siegert. There is no choice for me. Take me to your hospital and do what you will. Oh, I would offer my face, my heart, and even my soul to your knife. Just to have one man look at me and say, I love you.
And so the curtain falls on the first act of A Woman's Face. And in this brief intermission, we'd like to tell you about a great new program that Gulf brings to the people of America starting next Sunday evening. It's the famous program, We the People. But it's a new We the People, more important, more thrilling, more inspiring than ever before, because today, America is at war. This new Gulf show tells the fascinating and varied story of We the People at war. Through this program, you'll meet the men of the United States Navy, of the Air Force. You'll hear from men who fought side by side with MacArthur, and from your own neighbors. Next week, for instance, you'll learn of a woman who gladly turned her home into a miniature arsenal of democracy, where she works side by side with her husband at a power lathe. You'll meet a factory worker from Cleveland, Ohio, whose personal sacrifice is one answer to the question we're all asking, how can I help? Don't miss this new series offered by Gulf as a service to you and as an additional contribution to our war effort. Starting next Sunday, We the People will speak of great sacrifices, of heroic and adventurous deeds, of ways in which we can all work together toward victory. Be sure to tune in when Gulf brings you another new frontier of radio, another great program, the story of We the People at war. And now the curtain of the Gulf Screen Guild Theater is ready to rise on the second act of A Woman's Face, adapted for radio by Charles Tazwell, and starring Betty Davis as Anna Holm, Warren William as Dr. Gustav Siegert, Conrad Veidt as Torsten Baring, and Osa Masson as Vera Siegert. The scene is again the courtroom where Anna is on trial for murder.
According to the sworn testimony of the defendant, she met Dr. Gustav Siegert, who offered by means of plastic surgery to transform her scarred face into a thing of beauty. Her appearance here on the witness stand is a testimony to Dr. Siegert's skill. Now, suppose... Yes, Mr. Prosecutor.
I wish to ask Miss Holm a question, please.
Yes?
Did you, Miss Holm, at any time during the 6 months spent in his hospital, did you realize that Dr. Siegert had fallen in love with you?
No, I did not know.
Didn't you know that he divorced his wife?
Yes, but not on account of me. He had learned of her indiscretions with other men.
And it was you who told him about her?
No, he found out for himself.
Oh, indeed. Permit me to say...
One moment, Mr. Prosecutor. Let us get on with the witness testimony. Tell us, Miss Holm, what happened when you left Dr. Sigurt's hospital?
I went to Torsten Baring's apartment. I wanted him to be the first to see me. The look in his eyes was worth all the months of pain in Dr. Sigurt's hospital. The hours passed. We talked of this and that as lovers do. And as the light faded, we sat in the dusk and Torsten played for me.
This is called Vavavat Mal, an old weaving song. It's supposed to represent the movement of the shuttle. I heard it first up at my dear uncle's estate at Forza.
It's nice, Torsten.
So is my dear uncle.
Rich?
Oh, very.
Who gets it when he dies?
My uncle has a grandson, aged 4. A charming little brat. Rather frail. If the child lives, he inherits everything, and if the child doesn't live, I'll be a rich man, Anna. Anna?
Yes?
There are falls on my uncle's estate. Very swift. Very dangerous. I had a letter from my uncle this morning, asking me to recommend a new governess for the boy. You don't know anybody, do you?
No.
But yes, I think you do, my partner.
No, I said no, Torsten.
And I said yes. Yes, my darling. Yes.
Torsten had his way, and I went to Forza to be the boy's governess. The child's name was Lars Erik. He was a nice little boy, and I tried hard to steel my heart against him.
Donna, have you gone?
No, Lars Erik, I'm right here. What do you want?
You forgot to hear me say my prayers.
You can say them without me, can't you?
Sometimes I forget the words. Please.
Well, all right.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my what, Miss Anna?
My soul to keep.
Oh, yes. If I should die before I wake.
The weeks slipped by. I found myself kissing the child good night. Every night when I tucked him into his bed. Torsten wrote me often, but I had nothing to report to him. When he arrived in Forza for his uncle's birthday party, he was very angry. There was a dance that evening, and I found that one of the guests was Dr. Sigurd.
Pardon me, may I have this dance?
Doctor?
May I?
Why, of course.
Thank you. Well, you can't imagine how relieved I am.
Relieved?
Yes. I've been looking fearfully in the papers each morning, expecting to read of some outrageous crime committed by a beautiful brunette. And now I find...
You find what?
Perhaps you could tell me.
Oh, no, you're the expert. Turn on your light, Doctor.
Unfortunately for humanity, the light hasn't been invented which would let us look into that interesting heart of yours. But I can, perhaps, issue a preliminary, encouraging bulletin.
Encouraging?
Yes. Let's say, tentatively, let's say that the patient has had the intelligence to hide herself in a place where her past life can't tempt her, and the courage to go where she can start a new life.
Your diagnosis is wrong, Doctor. I'm not on the side of the saints, not yet.
You've made a good start. Grandfather Baring thinks you quite a wonderful person, and he tells me that little Lars Erik loves you.
Shall we talk about something else?
What, for instance?
Well, about you, Doctor.
But how can I talk about me without talking about you? You see, ever since those months you were in my hospital, I've thought about us.
Dr. Sigurd, please.
Anna, what's the matter?
No, nothing, only see, they're starting the weaving dance. We must join in or Grandfather Baring will be disappointed. Come, Doctor. first moment, I knew that Dr. Siegert loved me. And somehow I knew that all the while I had loved him. I left the party and went up to the tower room. It was there Torsten Baring found me. He had seen me go up the stairs and had followed.
So you crawled off to hide, did you? The handsome Dr. Siegert has changed my eagle into a dove.
Let go my arm, Torsten. You're hurting me.
You don't know me, Anna. No one knows me. The time is at hand. And I shall be greater than any man has ever been or ever will be.
You are insane.
Am I? Do you think I let a child stand between me and all that wealth? Wealth is power. And I know how to use that power.
Let me go.
The world belongs to the devil, Anna. And I know how to serve him.
Torsten, please.
But you are no use to me. All the hard, shining brightness of you has gone. I don't need you. I can do it myself. Yes, do you hear? I can do it myself.
Torsten! Torsten! And so it was I learned that Torsten Baring was stark, staring mad. I hurried after him. I stopped at the gun room for a pistol I had seen there. Then I ran down the stairs to the great entrance hall. Suddenly I heard the shrill peal of sleigh bells and the beat of racing hoofs. I saw a sleigh flash down the drive. It was driven by Torsten, and he had Lars Erik with him. Another sleigh was at the door, and I set off in pursuit. It seemed like hours, although it was only minutes until I saw the sleigh I was following. And even over the bells I could hear the roar of the falls. Faster, faster. And up ahead was Torsten, laughing like a demon and lashing his horses to a frenzy. I saw then that I would be too late, that Torsten would reach the falls ahead of me. I took out my pistol and held it ready. A moment later, he pulled up his horses at the brink of the falls.
Come, Lars Erik, close to the edge of the cliff and see the rapids.
I'm afraid, Uncle Torsten.
There's nothing to hurt you. See, I'll stand just behind you and hold you tightly.
Torsten! Lars Erik!
Look, Uncle Torsten, there's Miss Anna.
Never mind, Lars Erik. Look, look, see how far down it is to the water.
Torsten! Let the child go!
She's got a gun, Uncle Torsten. What's the matter with her?
I said let the child go, Torsten!
Put that gun away, Anna! You don't dare! Shoot!
Uncle Torsten! Uncle Torsten! Miss Anna, you've killed Uncle Torsten! You've killed him!
Order! Order!
That is how Torsten Baring died. It was my hand that killed him. The prosecuting attorney says it was murder. But may it please the court, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad.
I don't think we'll have to wait much longer for a verdict, Anna.
But, Gustav, listen to me. You can't love me. You're crazy. You're a romantic fool. I haven't changed from what I was. You couldn't marry me.
Have I asked you to marry me?
No, and you mustn't.
Why not?
Because I want to get married. I want to have a home and children and go to market and cheat the grocer and fight the landlord.
Oh. Well, in that case, it's very simple. There's a wonderful market just round the corner from where we're going to live. It has a grocer who likes to be cheated. And I guarantee our future landlord will fight at the drop of a hat.
Gustav, you're making it very difficult for me.
Because I love you, Anna.
You do, don't you? You know you're the first man who ever said that to me and really meant it. You have made a great mistake, Gustav. I'm going to be one of those silly wives who keep asking you to say it over and over again all the days of our life.
Thank you, Betty Davis, Osa Masson, Conrad Veidt, and Warren William for your superb performances. And to Oscar Bradley for a great score. You've brought our Gulf Screen Guild season to a brilliant conclusion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Gene Herschel, president of the Motion Picture Relief Fund, has asked Betty Davis to say a few words.
Roger. Ladies and gentlemen, in Hollywood we are proud of our long and happy association with Gulf, and we sincerely hope that this association will continue for many years. We have always sort of considered the Screen Gull Theater our own theater, and in return for our performances on this stage, Gulf has contributed generously to our Motion Picture Relief Fund. This fund has made possible a home to provide for the less fortunate members of our industry who can no longer take care of themselves. A few years ago, that home was just a dream. Now it is a reality, nearing completion in the beautiful San Fernando Valley. So, on behalf of the motion picture industry, our sincere thanks to the Gulf people who have made all this possible.
Thank you, Betty. It's been swell working with all of you this season. You've helped to make this one of the best series we've ever had. And speaking for Gulf, I'd like to thank you. And so, until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Roger Pryor speaking for your neighborhood good Gulf dealer and saying, good night, everyone.
Don't forget, next Sunday, same time, same station, Gulf brings you the fascinating new program telling the story of We the People at War. Tune in to the first of this inspiring series, showing that this is everybody's war. Meet the men from the Army, from the Navy, the men and women of the home front. Courageous Americans who are making sure that when we the people speak, our enemies around the world will heed them. Don't miss this new Gulf series featuring Oscar Bradley and his music. Beginning next Sunday, same time and station, listen for We the People. Betty Davis will soon be seen in This Our Life, a Warner Brothers picture. Conrad Veidt in Nazi Agent, a Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer production. Warren Williams' latest is The Lone Wolf in Scotland Yard, a Columbia picture, and Osa Masson will soon appear in 20th Century Fox's Iceland. Bud Easton speaking. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.